I'm Professor U.P.Kulkarni, MBA Coordinator in SDM College of Engineering Technology, Dharwad. I'm presenting here a session on a baseline information for writing and measuring course and program outcomes. Before we get into the details, some of the generic things that we need to understand is we need to refer the details given in Self-Assessment Report 2016 published on the website www.nbaind.org by National Board of Accreditation, India. Include changes as and when published by NBA. Keep everything simple and accurate. Improve the tools for any new ways identified in your institution. Use common tools across the departments, that is, institutionalize the process and tools. Now let's get into defining the outcomes. I have used here two references. One is Writing and Assessing the Course Level Student Learning Outcome, Office of the Planning and Assessment, Texas Technical University. The other one is the NBA website, www.nbaind.org. All the manuals starting from the year 2009 till 2016. What's the course outcome? Course outcomes are the narrower statements that describe what students are expected to know and be able to do at the end of each course. Here, able to do, that's a more important thing. In engineering program, we need to focus on students doing something. It's not only knowing something. The doing is more important thing. We need to emphasize more on this. Features of course outcomes. As I told, the outcomes are nothing but what you expect student to know and be able to do. There are three important properties you need to look into for when you are writing a course outcome. Every course outcomes, they are observable, they are measurable, and they are all learner centric rather than faculty members centric. When we write a course outcome, it is necessary to incorporate words that reflect critical or higher order thinking into learning outcome statements. Bloom, in the year 1956, developed a taxonomy outlining the different types of thinking skills people use in learning process. These skills are often referred to as critical thinking skills or higher order thinking skills. Try to incorporate action word suggested by Bloom or an extension given by then after for the Bloom's taxonomy. Methodology. How do I develop outcome for a given course? These are the 5 important steps that we need to understand. The first one is determining the purpose of the teaching this course. Why I am teaching this? Can this course go as one chapter of the another course, or should it be one independent chapter? I need to refer it to the independently, a course by itself. I need to refer to the body of knowledge available like IEEE, ACM and other things and all, where exactly this fits into. The second one is I need to establish or understand at what level I'm introducing this, UG or PG level, and what unique contribution to students' learning experience does this course makes. Then I need to list the major elements that we want students to know, and also we need to list all the major things that we want student to be able to do. It includes skills, abilities, procedures, facts, theories, concepts, models, etc. Then the most important thing at the end is we need to narrow down the list and rewrite them in orderly manner. Maybe around 5 to 10, and NBA says that one, the course outcome around 6. Now let's look at the examples, different examples for the course outcome. This is one of the example taken from NBA Accreditation Manual, page number 19, version June 2009. Here let's look into this. Look at that first course outcome. Use engineering and science principles. Understand and apply Newton's law to problem statements. Use references. Write simple programs and study the effect of system parameters. Look at the action words here. Now let's look at the another example course outcome. At the end of DBMS theory course, students should be able to identify entities, attributes and relationship, prepare ER diagram and design database in appropriate normal form for the given problem. And strength of correlation and mapping 2 is program outcome A at moderate level, program outcome C at substantial level. Similarly, look at the course outcome number 2. Write the queries using using operators of relational algebra and basic SQL. Course outcome number 3. Write the program using advanced features of database programming. Course outcome number 4. Understand the internal architecture of the any RDBMS in terms of memory, process, models and thereby know the parsing execution of SQL statements. Course outcome number 5. Develop an application in any language with an appropriate GUI and understand database connectivity. Course outcome number 6 is understand the interleaved operation of transaction and apply various strategies to resolve the conflicts to maintain stable state of the database instance. Now this is one of the example which we were using few years back. Now let's look at the another example. This is the latest now in the year 2006 we are using this. At the end of this course, students should meet the learning objectives through following observable and measurable outcomes by undergoing various tests planned by the course teacher as a part of course plan. Look at the course outcome number 1. Apply fundamental object-oriented concept in solving problems. Course outcome number 2. Analyze problem scenario and identify classes, objects, their properties and associations. Course outcome number 3. Analyze problem scenario and model the system using UML diagrams. Course outcome number 4. Evaluate the quality of object-oriented system in terms of cohesion, coupling, sufficiency, completeness and primitiveness. Course outcome number 5. Implement object-oriented model in any object-oriented language. Course outcome number 6. Identify and use the appropriate pattern in solving problems. Course outcome number 7. Propose the appropriate strategies to incorporate standard quality parameters in the design of system. All these COs are to be mapped to the program outcome and program specific outcome at 3 different levels. One is substantial at level 3, moderate at rank number 2, slight at level number 1. All possible program outcome, program specific outcomes are to be written here. Now let's look into the self-assessment report. What are the things that we need to fill into those things? Course and program articulation matrix. This is the course articulation matrix. Look into this. This is the given course, say C202. Dot 1 is a first course outcome, dot 2 is a second course outcome. Like this, all the course outcome for this is listed here. The statement, actually text, we need to write here. And see here in this C202.1, how exactly it maps to the different program outcome and program specific outcome, we need to write it here. And this C202 as a course, as a collection of all course outcomes, we need to take the average of all these things and try to write it here. Similarly, the program articulation matrix, all courses, this is a course 101, course 202, all the courses from the syllabus and their mapping to program outcome and program specific outcome are to be listed in this. The very important thing that we need to note here is the correlation levels are 1, 2 or 3. 3 is substantial level, medium is 2 or moderate, and slight or the low is at level 1. If there is no correlation between the CO to PO, right, okay, you put dash. Add all PSOs in the table. NBA has defined program outcome in annexure number 1 in their self-assessment report. 6 to 10 matrices of core courses are to be mentioned with at least one per semester. Select core courses to demonstrate the mapping correlation with all POs and PSOs. Number of outcomes for a course is expected to be around 6. This is a very important thing we need to note. Thus, use of program articulation matrix for various analysis as a part of curriculum design, and use it to identify the extent to which the compliance of curriculum for attaining the POs and PSOs. Remember here, to identify the extent to which the compliance of curriculum for attaining the POs and POs. You can very well, we'll go back here and see. You can very well add some rows here, and for a given PO you can very well write a statistics like the percentage of courses that are getting mapped to given PO at different levels, like a substantial, moderate and low. And looking at all that mapping, you can understand that one how each PO is being addressed by different courses at different level. You can strengthen some of the POs based on this mapping and actual attainment that whatever that we get after conduction of different courses. So this note number 2, that is, use the program articulation matrix to identify the extent to which the compliance of curriculum for attaining the POs and PSOs. Now, attainment of outcomes. We will go through how do we measure the attainment of COs and POs. Here are some of the tips, and we will give an example also. The first one is, all computation of attainment of COs, POs and inference or action plan are to be recorded and compared for the given batch, say 2010-11 to 2013-14. For that batch, how exactly POs at different semesters we have attained, what are the action plans we have taken, what are the inference we have drawn, how exactly the progress is made as a whole batch through different semesters, through different program outcomes are to be seen. Second one is, for each course, generate a report on attainment of outcome, that is COs and POs, and action plan on the inference drawn. This action plan is the most important thing for improvement of teaching learning process or in general students learning experience. Express attainment of outcomes in percentage as a single value, say example 85%. Earlier we used to have a two dimension, one is a support, other one is a confidence. To get a single value from this, we used to multiply these two things and put it as a single value, which is an absolute in nature. Whenever we wanted to show the attainment, we need to have a target. So set the target and ensure student reach it. That is, attainment is reaching the target. Here is some help that is given in self-assessment report. Let's look into this. Program shall set course outcome attainment level for all the courses. Measuring course outcome attained through semester end examination. Target may be stated in terms of percentage of students getting equal or more than target set by the program in semester end examination for each CO. Measuring CO course outcome attainment through cumulative internal examination. Target may be stated in terms of percentage of students getting more than class average marks, or maybe it may be set by the program in each of the associated CO in the assessment instruments like a midterm test, assignments, mini project, reports and presentation, etc. as mapped with the COs. Improve the attainment by changing the target little higher every time and or increasing the percentage of students reaching the target set at the program level, course level, CO level as the case is. For simplicity, to begin with, what we have done in our institution is we have set 50% as a target for all the programs, for all the courses, for all the COs. This can be varied by an individual course teacher, group of course teacher at a particular semester, or maybe a particular program with the consent of appropriate bodies. Attainment is calculated based on all types of tests, whatever that we do, like course teacher assessment, which includes quiz, programming assignment, industrial visit, many other kind of activities, continuous internal evaluation, which includes internal examination 1, assessment 1, 2, and makeup test, semester end examination, using mapping of each question to corresponding course outcome. Students level course outcome attainment of a particular course outcome is equal to total marks scored by the student for that CO divided by total marks allotted to that particular CO in all types of examination conducted by a teacher. This includes CIE, CTA, SCE, like this. Course level attainment of a particular course equal to percentage of students reaching the target set for that CO or the course in all type of examination conducted by course teacher. Having measured the attainment of course outcome at student level and also at course level for all the course outcome by referring to 6.7 and 6.8. Now let's look into how exactly program specific outcomes attainment is done using one of the strategy is weighted average followed in our institution. Now let's look into this. CO to POs mapping done at 3 levels: substantial, moderate, and slight, with the correlation levels as 3 to 1 respectively, as defined by NBA Manual Self-Assessment Report 2016. In order to have a clear understanding, let's look at an example. Consider an example of mapping shown below at course level. Consider that the course 1, say CS350, right? Its course outcome number 1 mapping to PO1 at level 3 with computed attainment value of 40% using the earlier method whatever we told. CO2 maps to the program outcome 1 at level 1 with a computed attainment value of 80%. Similarly, CO3 90%, CO4 60%, CO5 65%, CO6 50% through all examinations. Now we will see how exactly the contribution of this course for the attainment of PO1 is calculated. We use weighted average as below. The formula is 3 into average of all COs mapping at substantial level plus 2 into average of all COs mapping at moderate level, 1 into average of all COs mapping at slight level divided by the sum of contributing weights. Similarly, computations are to be done for all POs, PSOs if applicable. Contributing weights are 3 to 1 if at their level some COs do map to them. If not, the corresponding value is not considered in the denominator expression, that is 3 plus 2 plus 1, whatever we write that. Consider a situation where no CO are being mapped to moderate level 2. In that case, the denominator expression becomes only 3 plus 1. With this understanding, using above expression, we compute attainment of PO1 for the above assumed data as 3 into 40 plus 65 divided by 2, 2 into 90 plus 60 plus 50 divided by 3, which is at the moderate level, then 1 into 80 divided by 3 plus 2 plus 1. These are all contributing weights because COs are mapping at level 3, level 2 as well as level 1. If any of the level is not being mapped by any of the CO, in that case that is not counted, okay, in the sum that whatever we do in the denominator. Okay, this results into 61.80, right? So the course 1 contributes to PO1 at 61.80%. Thus, and similarly we need to do it for all POs and PSOs through this course. As a course teacher, I need to compute the attainment of each CO. Say CO1 is 40, CO2 is 80, CO3 is 90, CO4 is 60, CO5 is 65, CO6 is 50, using the step number 6.7 and 6.8. Then once the COs are computed, as a course teacher, they have to compute the attainment of PO also using this method for all the POs, and these two reports or the records are to be given to the department or the program so that program level attainment of POs can be computed. Earlier we were using equal weightage. According to this, the attainment of PO1 in the given situation is equal to sum of all the attainment expressed in percentage divided by number of COs contributing to this PO. This becomes 64.16 with equal weightage. With weighted average, it is 61.80. From last 2-3 years, we were using equal weightage. From 1/1/2006, we are migrating it to the weighted average to compute attainment of program outcome. Now similarly, assume other courses mapping to PO1 at the program level and assume its value. Say course 2 is contributing to PO1, and attainment is say 72.8. Course 3 attainment is 82.8 contribution to PO1. Course 4, its attainment to program outcome 1 is 92.8. Similarly, course 5, 52.8 at PO1, 42.8 right PO1 by course 6. Then attainment of PO1 at program level for the same batch is average of all attainments at CO level mapping to this PO or PSO. This is equal to course 1, which already we have computed as 61.8, plus all these things whatever we have noted here, that is 72.8 to this, all this, divide by the number of courses, right? Here there are 6 courses, so it is divided by 6, right, which is equal to 67.6. This is at the program level attainment of program outcome 1. Similarly, we have to do it for all the program outcome, that is PO1 to PO12, and program specific outcome, that is maybe 2 to 4, whatever that is there, remaining all these things. Plan in advance about the target separately for each course. Discuss with the DUGC in advance and record it before any lesson test begins. Do not do reverse engineering. Here is a one sample format which I would like to present it. You may also use any other equivalent format, but the kind of the results that whatever we are looking, the content, that should be same. Now consider that CO1, its attainment is 75%, and the 75%, we would like to look into quality of this, right? quality is defined okay, in our institution at this particular level. Look at that. Attainment is high if it is 90 above, less or equal to 100. It is a medium if it is between 70 and 89. It is a low between 50 and 69, and not attained if it is less than 50. This is how we try to classify this, right? So sample, okay, we also do classification. High, okay, how many students are there and what is the percentage. Medium, how many student percentage. Okay, low, how many students percentage. The meaning of the low is between 50 to 69, right? Its value is not really low, but okay, this speaks about the rigor, speaks about the quality levels that what we have defined in our institution. Similarly, it is true with for all the CEOs, whatever that we have it. This is one of the format, right? So different people can use different format, okay, keeping the meaning same. Course outcome, maybe as chart you may draw it so that clear, okay, visually we can understand all course outcome 1 to 10, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, whatever that is there, attainment, okay, try to represent in the form of the chart for better understandability. And program outcome attainment also you draw a chart, okay, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These are all different program outcome. The attainment 0 to 100, okay, you indicate it. So using whatever the formula that we have already gone through, a chart is finally to be drawn which gives a clear picture. A course teacher, after completing the course, they are expected to give this chart with a value, program outcome attainment, as well as course outcome attainment, this chart, so that the people, maybe IQAC or maybe performance monitoring committee, whatever that is there, they okay, take all these things from all the course teacher and they try to establish program outcome attainment at the semester level, program level, batch level, all these things they can do it. So contribution from individual faculty is the most important thing. Everyone must complete all these things on time, start on time, complete everything in time and submit it to the concerned authorities. Now let's look into how exactly the course outcome is calculated at student level and at course level. Here is a one okay, sheet for a particular student. Let's try to look into this. This is the individual student, right? After conducting CAT 1, that is internal assessment 1. Earlier we used to call it as a CAT 1, CAT 2, CAT 3. Now it has been renamed as internal assessment 1, 2, 3. This internal assessment number 1, after that, okay, whatever the students score the marks, okay, they are entered here, right? Similarly, IA2, the marks are entered here. IA3 marks are entered here. Okay, course teacher assessment marks are entered here. Semester end examination marks are entered here for every student. That's all entries are done. Rest all reports are being generated automatically. What kind of computation is being done in this particular sheet, right? Look at that here. Traditionally, whatever that we do, CAT 1 marks, CAT 2 marks, I3 marks, CTA marks, right? Then CAM marks out of 50 is being computed. Then semester end examination, right, marks out of 100, it is reduced to 50, and that is reduced to 50, that is added to this one, and the total marks is being put it here, okay, as 81 out of 100 here, and this is being used to compute the grade using absolute grade, whatever that we have it, right? So this is what, okay, and also number of classes conducted here, number of classes attended, and percentage of attendance, everything, okay, it computes, which traditionally we try to follow. But as a part of outcome based education, now let's try to see that one for this student, what all the things are being done, how exactly things are being seeing attainment in terms of attainment. Now look at it, based on all these marks, whatever that we enter, all examination, we compute for a given CO, here in this case CO1, there are totally 73 marks in all examination based on CO1, and student has scored 67. So percentage, right, is in terms of 91.78. This percentage of attainment of CO1 is equal to mark scored by this student in all tests for CO1 divided by total marks allotted for this CO in all examination. So that is 91.78. Since 91.78, it comes under high category. These are different categories of attainment we have done. 90 to 100 is high, 70 to this 89 is low, 50 to 69, sorry, 70 to 90 is medium, 50 to 69 is low, and less than 50 is not acceptable. This is how we have set the target. Target is 50. Above 50, whatever that is there, that entire, all that improvement year by year, whatever we have to see, they have been statically classified into different baskets. Now, based on whatever the attainment is there, we put 1 in one of this slot. It comes under high, that's we put 1, so that all this sum we can do from all the student and take it at the course level. Similarly, the CO2, 23 divided by 25, 92, CO3, 11 divided by 15, that is 73, CO4, 3 divided by 5. Now look at this, one of the weakness, right? One of the weakness is this, right? Then CO5, 7 divided by 10. This we are giving emphasis less. The reason is that one, they are based on beyond the syllabus activity that we have put into that. The CO4, it focuses on the architecture of the database, which is not the part of the syllabus. CO5 is a design of the system using one of the programming language, build a front-end GUI, connect it to the database and see that. This also we have put in as a part of the practice. So we have given less emphasis knowingly. Similarly, CO6 attainment is 20 divided by 25, that is 80. CO, these are all, when it is a 0, it means that they are not a part of our syllabus at all, right? As a framework, it accommodates a maximum of 10 course outcomes, so it is there, right? So this is how at the individual student level things are being done. And also see here, probably the first time we wanted to propose, right, result announcement based on not the grade whatever that student they get it, right, rather than attainment of all the outcome. If a students attain all the outcome, then the result is clear, so that this result can be announced. If having got A grade, if some of the things are not being attained, of course in this case all outcomes are attained by this student. If any one of the row here it contain 1, then this entry will be made as a withheld, irrespective of whatever the grade is there. This is an ultimate journey of outcome based education. Please remember, once again I'll tell you that one, entries are being done only here. Rest all things are automatically computed. It is not that complex to make an entry. Anyhow, after evaluation, we have to enter the mark somewhere, either here or some other software, so that the sum is calculated. So do once here, right? It is not the unnecessary work. And student wise, chart is drawn automatically here. So looking at that one, we can monitor the individual students learning after every examination the progress made in this chart can be seen, and accordingly we can initiate certain activities at individual student level or maybe at the group level. Similar people, okay, at the group level we can initiate, right, looking into the strength of the class whatever we have. But if the class strength is very very high, if there are no support from PG students and other things to assist you in doing all these things, probably it may become a complex activity. But however, that is a requirement of outcome based education. That means after conducting examination, right, we need to find out the attainment levels, learning levels, and we need to do improvement and initiate certain actions on that. So action on each attainment is the most important, and not simply statistically calculating some number and all. This is at the student level. Now, okay, having got a student's level, now let's look into the course level, right? Here is one example, right? The course level CO1 attainment is 94.59. All those students who have attained more than 50 in CO1 is taken divided by number of students registered for that. That is attainment at the course level, right? CO2 is 32.43, okay, 18.92, 47.3, 58.11, 48.65. Now notice that one here, the attainment of, okay, CO2, CO3, CO4, CO6 are below the target. So we need to initiate the action, identify why it is so, right, and the action plan is to be built, right, and to be practiced, right. This action plan, now it is after the semester end examination. So next time, for the same set of students, for the same course or same course different students, okay, same student different course, all combination, we need to align, okay, our teaching learning process, or maybe the infrastructure whatever that is required in the laboratory, or whatsoever is correction is to be brought for the learning process, so that student learning experience, okay, you find an improvement. Now look into that, this attainment 94.59, we have a classification at different levels, say high, medium, low and not attained, right. 9.4% of the students are at high, that is between, okay, 90 to 100, okay, this, and medium 48%, low 36%, not attained is 5.4%. We have to ensure that one there is an improvement in these numbers at appropriate level and meaning. Now once a course level, all course outcomes are being attained, right, based on CO to PO mapping with weighted average whatever that we have seen, right, we are computing, right, attainment of program outcome A. It was earlier version, A to K it was there. A at 79.05, C at 48.42, D at 45.14, E at 58.11. And the earlier approach of equal weightage, you find that it is 63.51, 48.38, 36.49 and 58.11. Now let's look into that, how these things are being done. This 79.05 is computed based on, okay, 3 into the value of this. There is nothing here not applicable, so we don't consider. 94.59 into 2, because it's at the moderate level, plus 1 into 47.98 divided by 2 plus 1, that gives you 79.05. Here 48.42 you get it by 48.65 into 3 plus 48.65 into 2 plus 47.3 into 1 divided by, okay, 3 plus 2 plus 1, that will give you, okay, 48.42. This is what, okay, the weighted average that we do, okay, as per the, okay, the formula whatever that we have given here, right. So this is how the course outcome and program outcomes are computed at course level. A contribution of this course to the attainment the program outcome is seen here. And last 2-3 years we were doing with the equal weightage, and from 1/1/2006, right, this varying weightage concept has been introduced. That is a weighted average as per the self-assessment report specification of National Board of Accreditation. Now once these computations are done, as usual, based on the attainment of COPO, charts are to be drawn, inference is to be drawn, action plan is to be written. These are also automatically developed in this Excel sheet. Now see here, right, CO1 at high level this much, right, medium is this, low is this, and not attained is at this level. Like this, for the given CO, the chart is drawn, and all COs you will find it here. Now here CO7, 8, 9, they are not the part of this, hence you find that not attained is this. So this is to be ignored. Now here is the comparison of the new method. This blue color one is a new method, right? The red color one is the old method. Old method in the sense equal weightage. Blue one, that is new method, is weighted average of this one. Comparison is also being written, right? Weighted average, you find that it is equal or sometimes more compared to the equal weightage approach. And also in this a traditional report like right, the grade classification is here. S grade 1 student, A grade 7 student, B grade 20, C grade 21, D grade 6, E grade 8, failure 11, total 74. You find that 85% passing, total number of students 74, number of students who attained all CO 11. This is what we were saying. There are some students who gets A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, and in one or two course outcome their attainment is low, right? So the percentage of students attaining all CO is 14.86. This needs to be looked into, or the result announcement is to be done based on those who attain all COs for getting into true outcome based education. A traditional charts like you can see here, whatever the chart required, that you can do it, and you can also list the inference drawn. In this attainment you find that course outcome, right, 2, 3, 4 and 6 are below the target. So action plan is to be made, prepared and to be executed. Now let's look into the other reports which are required. No, it is not report generation, rather filling self-assessment report. PO attainment for every course. For every course, what is attainment? Whatever you have done it, pick all those things and put it here. It should be done at the program level, right? As a direct attainment through all examinations. And also, we must initiate the attainment through different survey as an indirect assessment for all this PO. This is the most important thing that we need to do, and give an appropriate weightage for this and appropriate weightage for these two things, and you can arrive at the final thing here. Maybe 80-20 or maybe right 90-10, whatever it is, right? We have to do it at the program level. Another format which is the most important thing required, this to be done at the first semester level, second semester level, and also at the program level remaining semesters. See here, right? POs and PSOs attainment levels and action for improvement. Action for the improvement is the most important thing, right? For every PO or a PSO, what is the target level you have set it, what is the attainment level, what all the observation that you have done, and what is that PO1 statement, right? And what action you have prepared for improvement, action plan for the improvement, that is to be written here, and it should be correct and appropriately phrased one. Okay, this is to be done for all POs and PSOs, including first semester level. Do it for all POs and PSOs for all semesters starting from the first semester. Refer Self-Assessment Report 2016 for more details. Format 3. This we have introduced maybe 2-3 years back. The batch-wise attainment report and traditional result analysis. Right? This is one sample, the old format I am sharing with you. Okay, keep updating this from time to time based on the need. This is the booklet, batch-wise attainment. The cover sheet is batch level performance analysis report. Version 2, we have version 1, right? Also, say consider batch 2011-12 to 14-15. This is the entire batch. For this batch, this particular template shows what all the documents you have to maintain as a booklet, so that anytime you open this one, most of the information about all the students, their results, their attainment, their whatever the activities that we have done, everything should be available in one small report. Content sheet, as usual for any report. Content sheet says that, see here, list of students admitted in the first semester of this batch, maintain it. List of students division wise in the last semester of this batch, maintain it. Toppers list and grade list as listed in the graduation day report of this batch, maintain it. Scheme of syllabus from first sem to 8th sem for this batch is to be maintained. POs listing and mapping table is to be done. PO attainment summary and inference of this batch. Semester wise 1 to 8 PO attainment summary and inference of this batch. Then semester wise 1 to 8 semester CO attainment summary, result analysis and inference of this batch. All these things are to be maintained in one booklet. Now let's see that content of this. This is the PEO attainment and some inference on that. POs may be 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5 depending on that. Refer NBA manual for this. This is one chart is drawn. It's not the correct one, right? But what it says is that one for all the semester, the PO attainment is a variation, and all possible charts, so whatever that you want to do analysis, you can put it here. Rank holders list you maintain. Semester wise 1 to 8 result analysis and POs and the COs attainment summary and inference are to be written here. For every semester, all these sheets are to be repeated. For every course, register student, number of student passed, percentage attaining all COs, grade S, A, B, C, D, E, F, absent, all these things, a traditional analysis you do. The only one very important thing is percentage of students attaining all COs, right? This is the one change. Similarly, for the same set of, courses for the same semester, the one more sheet is attainment of all COs for the same set of courses. For same set of courses for the same semester, right? Yeah, one more sheet, right? Name of the course teacher and attainment of all POs. This is the old version of POs, so A to K. Now it is a PO 1 to 12 and PSO 1 to 4 or 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 2 to 4, whatever that is there, right? Then we can take average of all these things and try to put it. The details are all we have discussed. Now when we say a course, the course is maybe a theory, maybe a laboratory, maybe a seminar, maybe a project, maybe any curricular component that we look into that from 1 to 8 semester. If required, semester level result analysis, you can do SGPA levels, different levels, how many are there, toppers list, total students, you can write it here, right? Then as a whole batch, different inference at different semesters, whatever you have done, different important action plan that okay, you have prepared, executed and all, you can make a list of that one, so that okay, you can remember how that batch you were dealing with all those things. Finally, okay, to be certified by DUGC member secretary, IQS in charge, program coordinator, head of the department. A very important note, Self-Assessment Report 2016 is a base document which is available in NBA website www.nbaind.org. This is to be referred for all our activities. This, whatever the presentation are given, okay, to greater extent it includes almost everything, but still we need to refer the NBA document from time to time, because frequently there are many changes, those people that do it, we need to refer that one and bring all those changes into practice immediately. If any conflict noticed in the presentation, whatever I have done it, please bring to my notice by calling me to this number 9448915 With this, we come to the end of the very important session on the topic baseline information for writing and measuring course and program outcome. This is revised on 1/1/2006. All older versions for this, they are available on YouTube. You can refer as a which has gone into the history. For any details, contact me at this number. Thank you.